Thanks for tuning in. I'm Ken from Crypto Trading KS. Let's run the numbers. Bitcoin currently trading at 66,279, up 5.49%. Ethereum 4781, up 3.35%. This is a price target video on Bitcoin. Turning to Bitcoin's technical analysis, we can see Bitcoin has been surging up. It has very key levels of support at 61,897, 55,590, and 49,305. However, the upward price targets, which are much more probabilistic, are sitting at 73,638, 85,265, and 96,544. We'll keep our eye on the chart and see how it is progressing out. The key is to use probabilistic fearlessness. Trade the chart that you view. We can see very strong support, upward support, strong support below, several levels. We could actually make our way back to 64,440 before continuing up, but there is a lot of momentum behind Bitcoin at the moment. These upward price targets are more probable than the downward price targets. Always remember, price is moving in a wave. It's always going up and down, up and down. Don't have fear of missing out or fear uncertainty and doubt. Don't panic. The most important thing, be aware of the risks. There's always a lot of good news and a lot of bad news in the market. Simply have an upside and a downside risk strategy in play. The pressure now is to the upside. Let's have a look at the Bitcoin options. What we see is options expiring 9th of November, put call ratio 0.82. We can see the max pain price at 64,000. That's the price at which most options expire worthless. Let's check the end of month. Options expiration. These generally have the greatest volumes. We can see the put call ratio 0.33. This just means that people are expecting much higher prices. You can see this playing out here. Let's go back a little bit and see how that distribution changes. Just taking you through this step by step so you can get a bit of an appreciation of how the options are changing each day. But the critical one to keep our eye on is the end of the month. You can see it attracts the most volume. That's what we're after. Looking at the futures market can also give us a bit of an indication. These are the continuous or perpetual futures. They're just running. They roll over all the time. Traditional futures expire on a certain date. We can see under the perpetuals that there is a degree of shorting behavior. Some people are going short, but it's not a great percentage. They're kind of equally balanced at the moment. When we look at the traditional futures, we can see going forward in time, there's a degree of shorting behavior, but they're reasonably balanced. One of the key things driving Bitcoin's upward price momentum is the Bitcoin forking, and it's the Taproot update. The Taproot update is one of the most important and anticipated updates since the SegWit upgrade from 2017. This basically brings a couple of things to Bitcoin. It makes Lightning Network channels look like regular Bitcoin transactions. It supports multi-sig, increased privacy, and lowers transaction sizes and fees. This is a really significant thing, and I believe it's driving the price of Bitcoin higher. It should be remembered that there's always positive and negative news out there. For example, looking through Bitcoin and just looking through the news, we can see there's a variety of different headlines, some positive, some negative, some important, some not so important. We've got the controversial Bitcoin tax provision passing through Congress with the infrastructure bill. If that is legal or they can enforce it is yet to be seen. We can see many articles talking about Bitcoin headed for a breakout, and we can see upward price momentum. There's also Bitcoin ETFs being approved and being in the pipeline. This is all really good for the crypto industry. We're reaching a state where the crypto industry is gaining mass adoption. Some interesting news as well. BlockFi has filed with the Securities Exchange Commission to launch a spot Bitcoin ETF. I'll leave the link of this in the description of this video. With some other breaking news, MasterCard has been highly active in the digital cryptocurrency market. It's introducing crypto-linked payment cards across Asia Pacific. Amber Group, BitCub Thailand and CoinJar in Australia can now have a MasterCard which will instantly convert their digital assets into traditional fiat money. This is really interesting. What MasterCard said, rather than directly transferring cryptocurrencies to a merchant, cardholders will now be able to instantly convert their cryptocurrencies into traditional fiat currency, which can be spent everywhere MasterCard is accepted around the world, both online and offline. They're focusing primarily on Bitcoin and Ethereum, and they did a bit of a research study and found 45% of people surveyed said they would consider using cryptocurrency next year. This is a really, really good development. Bitcoin is a critical component of the crypto market. In fact, Rule 45, no alt can escape Bitcoin's gravity. When Bitcoin goes up, all of the crypto market goes with it. When Bitcoin comes down, exactly the same thing happens. We have to be really aware of what Bitcoin is doing. That's why I developed the KS model, which is a crypto technical trading model based on institutional price psychology. We can see on the 1 month basis, we're currently in the bull market segment. We expect higher prices. We've also broken over a level of very substantial resistance, and we've got upward price momentum. I expect that the bull market will peak on the 25th of May 2022. It could peak earlier, and we'll be keeping a very close eye on how the price and the technical action plays out. But of course, it could peak later. This is just an estimate, but a reasonable one. The absolute minimum price, I believe, for the bull market will be $132,418. And this is because of the properties of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is mathematically programmed money. That is, if Bitcoin adheres to its past mathematical performance and failing any black swans, we can see a minimum price for the bull market run of $132,418. Just keep in mind, black swans, these lightning bolts happen all the time. Back in March 2020, we had Black Thursday, COVID, and the US liquidity crisis, which basically crunched crypto. And we always have black swan events happening all the time. Just bear this in mind. It should always be realized that the path to the top will be a bumpy one. Expect 20%, 30%, 40%, and eventually 50% reductions in price. Of course, we can expect 80, 90%, 40%, 70% improvements in price along the run, and this is compared to the 2016 bull run. It's also important to realize that Bitcoin and crypto is just a particular place that investors can put their money. When we look at the S&P 500, the proxy for stocks, that's up 30% for the past 12 months. Gold is down 7% and Bitcoin is up 336%. As all the markets are intercorrelated, it's important to keep our eyes on the main markets, on the stock market, because it's substantially bigger than the crypto market. We can look at the VIX, the fear gauge of the S&P 500. We can see fear is starting to creep into the market. We're witnessing a retracement in prices of the NASDAQ 100. I mentioned previously that I thought that when the stock market retraced, Bitcoin would get going again, and it's done exactly that. The DXY, the US dollar currency index, is increasing. Bond prices have hit resistance and bounced. Bond yields have hit support and bounced upwards. Gold is continuing its march up, and oil is coming down. Also, the on-chain data from net unrealized profit and loss, NUPL, doesn't show that we've reached euphoria. We're a long way to go in terms of getting to that exponential blow off top. And of course, we're nowhere near capitulation, which is the exponential blow off bottom. This exponential price action is inherent in every market, but particularly so in the crypto market. When we see the SSR oscillator, we can see stablecoins are moving into the crypto market and being deployed into Bitcoin. This is really favorable. It's supporting upward price momentum. I hope you found the content useful. Please consider sharing and liking this video if you think it will help others. Thank you very much to our moderators for keeping our community safe from scammers. If you're new to the community, welcome, and please say hi and reach out and let me know where you're viewing from and if you have any questions. If you would like daily updates on price movements in the crypto market, please subscribe to YouTube. I've left helpful links in the description of this video. Please remember, crypto is volatile. Always prepare yourself for the best and worst case scenarios. Reality will likely be between them. Stay safe out there, take care, and see you next time. Bye for now.